Yeah, as e-commerce continues to grow, the volumes of orders make routing that order to the right location more complex, and we continue to open fulfilment centres. For Briscoe's business now, we've got 8 stores who are fulfilling our e-commerce orders. So that additional growth adds complexity. You've got to find a solution that will get the orders to the right place. When we sat down with eStar to design the system, it needed to be two things for us. It needed to be dynamic and it needed to be flexible.
Briscoe's came to us with a bit of a challenge for us. They were seeing that their fulfilment was potentially going to struggle as they were growing. They're growing at a market-leading rate, and they said, we want to do pull-based fulfilment. So we sat down with them and spent basically a day around a whiteboard going, here's what you want to achieve, how can we do it? And it was really good to see that the answers we came up on that first day and that concept we came up with on the first day actually held us through the whole project and turned out to be the right approach.
First we'll start with customer places an order. And what the system is allowed to do is that order goes into what we call very simply a global pool. So the order just sits in the system. And at the time one fulfilment store is ready to go and pick some orders, the system goes into the global pool and finds what are the best orders for them to pick at that point in time. So being able to make that decision at the time someone is ready to pick an order is really important because it ensures that our stores are picking what they have stock for and what they're most likely to be able to get out to the customer as quickly as possible. And things change. We're in retail. People are shopping it all the time, placing different orders. A very classic one is you sell out of something. Why give an order to a store when they don't have stock of it? They've just sold the item off the counter. As the customer is placing that order, why route that order to that store? Much better to wait until a store is ready to make a pick and give them the best orders for them based on things like their stock availability, how close they are to the customer and the cost of getting those orders to the customer.
We balance the workloads across the different fulfilment centres so one doesn't get swamped with all of the orders. It balances that load across, which means all the fulfilment staff are working on the orders most appropriate for their fulfilment point. They also get really good clarity over their KPIs, how they stack up against their teammates and other fulfilment centres.
From the start when we designed this solution, we had the customer as number one priority in our mind. Finding a way to get an order to a dispatch location as close to the customer as possible, but that has stock for their order, was really important. Also for us, being able to manage our freight costs by trying to move that order to a location where we've got a cheaper freight cost to supply that to a customer allows us to pass those savings on to the customer and ensure they continue to get good value when they shop with us at Briscoe's or Rebel Sport.